Bitcoin is flashing a huge warning signal, and I will be exactly explaining what is currently going on here on today's update video. I will talk about the most important Bitcoin patterns we're currently creating. I will talk about where the liquidity lays in the market, about many more important technical analysis, the biggest support and resistance we need to discuss right now, of course the funding rates that are heavily overweighted at this point of time, and many more important stuff. I will talk about my Bitcoin trade that currently is about 2.5k in profit, and many more important stuff we need to discuss on today's update video. So without any further ado, don't forget to slap up that like button, back up 500 likes on today's update video. And with that being said, let me jump straight away in towards the imminent short term. And once looking at that imminent short term, I straight away want to be pointing out the Bitcoin potentially is creating a very new pattern here on the imminent short term. We're creating somewhat of a falling wedge pattern. What is a typical bullish bias pattern and what typically breaks towards the upside. But what I also want to be pointing out here is that potentially this could still break towards the downside depending of if we're going to be breaking that upward sloping support line. So you can clearly see Bitcoin has been creating somewhat of a very important level that we've been bouncing from every single time, and we've been creating a downward sloping resistance line here on the top side. So whenever Bitcoin is going to be breaking out of either of these levels, I think at that point we're really going to be seeing, okay, this is the real clear direction Bitcoin is heading towards. And honestly, Bitcoin right now is still holding on towards this horizontal level I've been talking about on the channel as well. You can clearly see this level previously around provided big support, here flipped into resistance, here big support, here big support, and right now we are about to be making a decision whether we're going to be breaking down of this level or whether we're going to be breaking upwards above resistance. But still, this entire red box on the top side is also major resistance, like everyone knows here, because this red box on the top side has been of course acting historically massively as resistance, and I will be once again expecting that this exact level will be once again the main resistance to be approaching. So actually yesterday I did some deep dive in towards Bitcoin and looking in towards the structure, and honestly right now it looks to be that Bitcoin of course is creating a less exponential high here on the top side. And what we're also clearly seeing right now here is that Bitcoin is creating somewhat of this upper sloping support line, while we already broke from this aspect as well. And then we can see we created a rising wedge pattern that is actually breaking down right now. So I want to be still approaching it in different ways here. I'm going to be looking at the imminent short term as well. But if we really break the upward sloping support line, honestly, I won't be surprised if we could go a little bit lower. And what is the big support we're going to be looking at? So first of all, we've got this big support sitting around 43,000 US dollars. There's a lower side right here where also my first take profit target is from my trade that I'm currently taking here on this market. And also below that, we've got a very important level sitting around 42,000 US dollars. And below that, we've got some untapped liquidity that could also provide a support sitting around 40.8k. So yeah, we've got some very important levels below us that I really think is going to be giving us very good opportunities to open up massive long positions, because overall, the trend is super bullish. Only right now on the imminent short term, it's indicating me at least we could get a slight pullback. So what I'm also seeing is that we create this bearish divergence, and on this bearish divergence, I opened actually a small little short position that's currently about 2,000 US dollars in profit. And I mean, my stop loss is already in profit, so for me, there is no risk at all. And as long as Bitcoin is trading below my stop loss, I am actually getting paid quite a lot of money since the funding rate is extremely positive. What does the funding rate mean? Basically, the funding rate means that it goes positive once everyone is basically long in Bitcoin, and it goes negative once everyone is shorting Bitcoin. And if it is positive, you basically get paid to be in a short position because it's so heavily out of balance. So right now, I'm getting paid 0.03% worth of my position every 8 hours, what is of course absolutely massive. And I already made more than, what is it, like 700 or 800 US dollars in the past, 24 hours, what is of course absolutely insane ever since I opened this trade. So making a lot of money passively as well due to the high funding rates. And yeah, I mean, what we can currently see here on the liquidation heat map, of course, the majority of the liquidations are actually laying below us right now, and we're quite close towards it. And what is the level? It's going to be 42.9k. 42.9k is the level where the majority of the short positions lays. And guys, I've been using the liquidation heat map for quite a while here, and actually every single time I've been right again. And honestly, this is the first time that really the large liquidity is piling up on the lower side. But I really want to be pointing it out. And I'm a trader, so I'm not bearish on Bitcoin on the bigger perspective. I want to be pointing this out because some people don't understand this. I'm super bullish on Bitcoin on a longer perspective. I'm literally more than $5 million long on Bitcoin because I just purely hold it on my spot wallet. So I'm super bullish on the environment. I'm super bullish on it. But I just opened this $450,000 worth trade purely because of the reason, because I want to hedge my bets, and the market is actually looking quite risky in my opinion, because the funding rates are high, liquidity lays below us, and we're creating some bearish divergence, and we're creating some typical bearish bias patterns. So if you want to be trading this yourself, make sure to be very careful, because in parabolic trends, you really need to use a tight stop loss. But if you're trading Bitcoin, make sure to go to the link description of today's video, because you could claim a deposit bonus up to $40,000, and it's only $400 without the link. And on top of that, if you go to the link description of today's video, you could claim a free $1,000 airdrop position. And all you need to do here is sign up an account using that link below, complete KYC, deposit $100 in your first 7 days, and you could be claiming this insane deposit bonus. And if you can't trade on BYBIT, you can't do the KYC, make sure to go to VMAX, because VMAX is my second favorite exchange where I also personally trade on. And if you want to be trading on VMAX, make sure to go to the link description of today's video, because they are also offering an insane deposit bonus right now. Further on, we can currently see that Bitcoin, of course, on the daily time frame has been seeing a rapid increasement without any severe pullbacks. And what we do know from also the previous bull run, that sometimes we get some very severe pullbacks and then we go up again. And that is what I'm trying to be pointing out here. I think that we are indeed in a significant uptrend, but we could be getting a small little pullback before once again going towards the upside. So make sure to pay attention right now towards this. Honestly, I'm not saying that it necessarily has to be happening, but I'm just hedging my bets a little bit here that it could be happening anytime right now here. So on the bigger macro perspective, Bitcoin, of course, looks super bullish. We had that bullish crossover on the EMA ribbon. And honestly, I won't be surprised that Bitcoin is going to be extremely strong right now here. Of course, Bitcoin is running in towards some weekly resistance, hanging around 43.2K. We're about to confirm actually the 8th weekly green candle in a row for Bitcoin, what is of course absolutely insane here. Bitcoin is confirming 8 weekly candles in the green. Bitcoin dominance, first of all, bounced towards the upside right now, came back a little bit. Altcoins remain to be very strong right now here in this market. You can see even that the altcoin market is breaking out. Still, compared to Bitcoin and Ethereum, it is lacking behind because it has been suffering so much in the bear market, but we are right now indeed seeing a significant bounce in the altcoin market, was of course a beautiful thing to see overall. This was it for me in today's update video. I truly hope you did learn something from it, and if you did, make sure to slap up the like button, and I'll see you guys on tomorrow's update video. Thank you so much for watching. Peace out. Goodbye.